I'm a 37. Can you say when you're 37?
2013, 2012, 29, 26 remaining.
Yeah.
And yeah, make 23 ml here coming around. Yeah, I had my first driver reset in a while. It seems to be reliant based on smoke here. As the coupe comes around, Dana moves and tries to hit the coupes here on the other side. And tries to get the kill. Yeah, it was one of the blackout ones this time around, so yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Darkneutron still has a hold over the middle. Importantly, has the vehicles and the T-72 in the forest there that can peek out and do damage. They also, having removed the Spetsnaz, the special recon units from the middle, can potentially move in.
T-72 MD gets into the napalm. I'm gonna stay away from this time around. As they get routed, they get killed. M2 Vilk in the north goes down at the same time. 2 heavy losses here in quick succession. And that is the big T-72 advantage now for Darkneutron. There are only exactly 0 T-72s on the battlefield right now for HoneyKumiss. I was about to count it. 2 of them coming in now again. But those are DMs without smoke, actually. There is not a single high-capacity T-72 on the battlefield for HoneyKumiss. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the battlefield. MiG-21, big, yeah. First one gets shut down though. Second one will do some damage, but not get the kill and get shut down on the way out as well. Salamandras getting close to the ARM-70, but have to get close to the Cube AA there as well to find it. I think it still should work out here to get the kill. The other Salamandra in a good spot as well. The ARM-70 has no defensive weapons whatsoever, so at least that kill will likely come now, but the ARM-70 already kind of did its job. It is an unfortunate loss.
The cube, it is inside the cube range. The cube is just in a bad position here. That's Salamandra paying off is very crucial, but the MiG-21 bombers going down against those moves, that's a desperation move right there. That is a desperately wanting to sacrificing units to slow down their attack. And meanwhile, in the middle, the T-72 leader has emerged out and is now fighting and most likely going to win against the Saperzi here. And MiG-23 actually diving in to get that AT plane, diving right in front of HoneyKumiss' air defenses and gets taken out.
Yeah, MiG-23. But the SU-22 is pushed back, and that means there is a window now for the T-72s to just push on, because there is no AT here on the Polish side to really stop that. That's one of the issues of the Polish. You don't get many Conquerors. You only get them on BMP2s in this matchup. And that means only Fagots for you now as ATGMs, or the even worse Malyutkas on the BMP1s. And that allows the T-72s to just frontally push into you and take every single engagement frontally, because you just can't kill them. And they are running forward, they're running rampant, and blue side now is going to struggle to keep the KD up in a decent spot. T-72M in the north, outgunned 2-1, hasn't gotten any smoke, and there's so much pushing forward. There are +4 soon to come in, and there is still 60 minutes left here. As the curse of the finalists striking again this season, are the finalists once more not making it out of group stage? It seems somewhat likely right now. HoneyKumiss needs to stabilize, and needs to stabilize quickly.
Yeah, the T-72 moves are moving back slightly in the southern area here, not getting too close here and wanting to get a good engagement against the T-72s when they approach. But with their helicopter recon and helicopter support here, I think there is more than enough here to push through into the back point. And even if there isn't, it's at least enough to keep HoneyKumiss in buying units to hold that back point. Now, meanwhile, the northern side has already been captured by Darkneutron, so HoneyKumiss wants to be recapturing any of these positions back. So having to also defend that area, very bad. Now, 2 AT planes once again coming in for HoneyKumiss. This time they are diving also up north. They don't have an immediate target, and HoneyKumiss does not spot. They spot the leader and the T-72S, but they are too scared of actually diving in there, knowing that the Coops are in between them and their targets.
Yeah, MiG-23ML pushing back the SU-22s. One of them turns around here. Still pretty stressed out though, and not finding a kill with its stressed out situation. MiG-23ML gets hit, gets pushed out, but the tank situation is just really rough, and the +4 here more than enough for Darkneutron to swing this game back into their favor point-wise here in time. 9-minute timer now on HoneyKumiss with this +4. And it's going to be hard to change that. Coop under fire now by artillery as well. The Ward 52 constantly firing. Really well used here. And the Coop will go down. So that's another nice kill there for our player in red. And the recon situation, not amazing here for Darkneutron, but good enough to allow a lot of good engagements. And there we see the GG being called. And Darkneutron does take out the finalist of Season 3. Once more, a playoff stage without any previous finalists. We have that happen way more regularly than you would expect. Another one falling here. Darkneutron gets the W and makes it on to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, this was a huge series for Darkneutron. Darkneutron, of course, S tier, top tier player, as is, and the repeatedly like playing these what I would probably consider to be safe maps for Scoof, both two lakes and whatever this Mount River, and the T-72 gameplay still being meta even after the significant price increases that they suffered, most of these tanks suffered. It kind of speaks to how much of the T-72 divisions is not actually the T-72, it is all the other stuff. Affordability and ability to get stuff on board seems to be the name of the game right now, right after the ability to get recon. The Mi-2 urns and the helicopter opener kind of works for ninth to keep the worst of the Rozpecialny openers away from them. But even then, these Rozpecialny we've seen, especially in Stardekk's hands, can be just absolutely devastating. So Darkneutron managing to play around them, managing to not let them, the honkers, actually become the problem that they very easily can become. Honkers, especially these upvetted 3-vet special forces honkers, the 50 cal gains a lot of accuracy from even more than standard accuracy from the special forces trait and the veterancy. And a 50 cal can do a lot of damage, especially hitting a side of of some kind of a vehicle. And not having to deal with those, getting to just manually, just methodically take them out early on with your helicopters, that kind of puts the Polish in a position to buy a next wave of some kind of an aggression. And if that wave doesn't happen, it's way more likely that the game is going to stabilize around these AT plane and artillery duels, supporting the cheap infantry and medium cost tanks trying to get around there. So actually getting the early advantage there and then managing to never lose the air fights is what I think Darkneutron did very well in this game.
Yeah, the ground fights didn't go so well early on, but they really kept the cohesion up. And the kill on the north turning T-72M, I think, was the turning point there, where Darkneutron then got the initiative on the ground slowly as well. And then, yeah, just getting rid of the numbers of T-72s there with the Napalm Crud and so on. The kill feed for that thing, always a bit off, but yeah, did get a good amount of kills here. As you can see, M1D and so on dying in the flames there. And ARM-70M Napalm, just a really scary beast, especially on narrow maps like this. And yeah, that brings us to the final stage of the group stage here, looking with like this. ProCommy and Skific moving out of Group A. So ProCommy, champion of Season 2, has a chance there to get another title. Skific with a strong show. has the top 5 on the ladder right now. Can he add a league title to that as well? Or can some maybe Stardekk or Darkneutron stop them? They look both good in style. Darkneutron, maybe, one of the strongest strategic players. Not like pretty close to what T-Man does in my eyes, and to that we will come as well because we have T-Man and Bendover down here too, and then Lathan's here, safely gonna move on. Question is, Joker Tart is likely going to join them. That's going to be likely an auto win for Joker. We still have to figure that out today, but yeah, GGVP here to everybody, and then T-Man and Bendover here in Group D with Vosmi, our final previous champion, falling off. As per usual, Tiberius and Procomi had this experience last season. This time it's Vosmi and HoneyKumiss falling to the finalist first.
Yeah, a lot of videos out there on both Jeremy's and Woe's, as well as T-Man's side on how they play different divisions. So Bendover has had a nice little inherent advantage there if they wanted to do their homework. Bendover, though, of course, doesn't really develop any new divisions as they only play the American ones. So at least they get to watch the streams if they want to know what their opponent's going to do.
Yeah, a really interesting setup now for the final stage for the playoffs, where we're gonna have best of threes and then best of fives in the semifinals and finals for Division 1. And yeah, that's gonna be really exciting. And this is going to be it here now for today. We obviously have the other ones finalized today as well for Division 2, 3, and 4, and get into the group playoffs there as well, where we hopefully then can cover all of those games too over the upcoming weeks. And there's also going to be another stream later tonight where I gonna go into Army General campaign multiplayer, continuing the Northek Armored Clash scenario that we started there. Session number 4. It's getting really heated. Last session wasn't so good for us as NATO. Maybe we can turn it around this time. And yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. If you haven't followed over at Lloyd's channel, do that right now. Link in the chat. Not yet. Link in the chat in a second. And see you all either today or in the upcoming days with the playoff stage.
Yes. Thank you for everybody watching. I'm sorry I'm not in the YouTube chat. If somebody said something, I closed it. It closed itself after Protoss crashed with the driver thing. And thank you. Yes, I'm very hungry. Okay, I'm gonna go eat now. See you.
See you guys later. And yeah, see you in 1.5 hours for everybody who's interested in some Army General multiplayer. And yep, have a nice day, as we're gonna send you over to some Age of Empires 4 actually multiplayer for now. Quarterfinals on EGC TV. Some more nice, not quite as high quality as ours, but good RTS esport.